Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of songs about just sex and heartbreak and all these things that have nothing to do with the birth of our Lord and Savior. And who gives a shit if it's snowing? It doesn't matter. The entire point of Christmas is that Jesus Christ was born. I'm sorry, sinners, your day is coming. And this ruins some people's holiday. Not mine. Makes my holiday brighter, and John's too.
May I have a keynote, please? Thank you. Come where my love lies dreaming, dreaming the happy hours away, in visions bright redeeming the fleeting joys of day.
Hello, folks. And Merry Christmas. It's your old mate Johnny here, and I'm doing this very special show for you today. All my fans in England, this is introducing something that's become very close to my heart. It's a little community I've got involved with online, and a very inspirational community they are. It's for all my fans and friends out there that like comic books. Now, you might know I'm an amateur comic book artist myself, and I'm friends with some very good comic book artists. Now, a couple of months ago, I was introduced to a community online called Comicsgate, the Comicsgate community, and they are for people that don't really know what I'm on about. They are a confederation, a collaboration, a group of comic book artists that, how can I say it? They're not woke. They kind of rebelled against the comic book industry when it started changing all the comic books to make it more politically correct and stuff like that. You know, like adding unnecessary characters and changing the backstories of people and shit like that. Just messing around with things that shouldn't be messed about with. And any good comic book fan, well, anyone who likes comic books genuinely, like old school comic book readers, they know that it's fantasy. It's fantasy. You don't want to... Look, our world is boring enough. It's changing every day. It's getting shitter and shitter. We got some fucking clown world going on. And people read comics and look at comics to, one, to admire the amazing artwork, and two, to escape reality, to escape it. They don't want to see fucking non-binary superheroes and shit like that and things. Well, that's just an example, but yeah, along those lines. And there's some amazing artists in this community that I've been following, and I'm very proud to have donated to some of them and interacted with them as well. They're legends. I want you, anyone who respects your old mate Johnny here, and now you know me, folks, in England I'm pretty well known. I mean, I'm pretty much the backup king, but in America not so much. I'm trying to get me tentacles in over there and try and interact with a few of our cousins, because I fucking likes America. I love it. It's a beautiful country. It's one of God's countries, and you can't change that. And they're amazing. They're amazing folks. So anyway, back to the subject. Ethan Van Sciver. Ethan Van Sciver. Now let's picture Comicsgate as kind of like, just for fun terms, like a mafia family or organisation. Now I would say, this is only my take, mind you, just from what I gather. I'd say Ethan Van Sciver's like the Don, the big daddy. You know what I mean? Like he's like, he commands a certain respect. And then under him, you've got like a consigliere, like an advisor. If you know about mafia families, it's kind of like a hierarchy. And you got the Don, Ethan, consigliere, which is like basically the second Don, and then you've got an underboss who sort of is like a triangle, a triad. Under the underboss, you've got Kappa regimes and then soldiers. And basically, I'd say Ethan is the Don. John Marlin, another amazing artist, folks. Look these people up as well. Take note. John Marlin, Jonmalin, and Ethan Van Sciver. You'll find him because he's got a unique name. Unique name they all have, really. Yeah, I'd say John's like his consigliere. I'd say he's young, he's younger, but he's wise. He's got an old head. He's got an old head, is John. One of my favourites. I'm his #1 fan. I am. Jonny Scab. He's one of the Johns. He's in the gang. Loves John, loves his art. Yeah, he's the consigliere. And under him, I'd say the underboss. The underboss now. Now, the underboss would be close. It'd be a close one between two artists. Cecil Jones from Cash Grab Comics. Ethan Van Sciver, by the way, is All Caps Comics. Yeah, Cecil would be in line for the underboss, and so would another great artist, Shane Davies. He's another brilliant artist. And then between them four, personally, I think they got a really good connection and flow, and they get on well, and they all work well together, and they make some amazing art. Now, I want you to check these people out, people, and help them with their campaigns, because you've helped me in the past, and, I mean, I'm not even, well, obviously I'm pretty talented, but come on, you know what I mean? These people, they took a stand. They're taking a stand against the system. And if any of you Comicsgate people are watching out there, I fucking love you. Merry Christmas from Jonny Scab and Scab Media and Scab Comics. And I'd love to talk to some of you one day, maybe. But yeah, you've got the Comicsgate movement, people. It is brilliant. It is taken over. And so, in fact, I went on eBay last night, actually, and I managed to get myself a near mint condition of Ethan Van Sciver's first, I think it was the first, it's a limited run, 1995 or 1996. It is Cyber Frog, issue 1, and I got it, and I'm well excited. Out of everything, it's like the best Christmas ever. It won't come until early January, but it'll be like a late Christmas present for me. It looks like a story that I could really get into. Cyber Frog, it looks really cool. I love stories like that. And it's brilliant artwork. Now, John Marlin as well, he's got a comic out at the moment called, he does one called Godlike, which is, that's another awesome comic about like a futuristic barbarian. But Ethan, John Marlin, sorry, yeah, he is the king of black entertainment. He's got a new comic out called Black Riding Hood, and it's got a lot of ninjas in it. Yeah, it's a really good comic book. You want to look it up. Look it up. It's quite expensive online at the moment because it's very rare. And people moan about comic book, these comic book people, but like prices and stuff. But you've got to remember, folks, right? Let Uncle Johnny tell you something. To be a comic book artist, I mean, it's not just something anyone can do. That sounds really like mean, but it's not. You've got to have a certain talent. You've got to be born with a certain skill. It's not something you can really learn as such, I don't think. Maybe colouring and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's hard work. It's hard work. And these people, especially in the Comicsgate community, the artists that are associated with that, they got it even harder because the top brass of the comic book world are like basically shadow banning them and silencing them and going against them because they've gone against the system. So they've got to fund themselves, their own companies, their own campaigns. And in between doing that, they've actually got to put the work in and do the art. It's fucking hard work, you know. You might not understand it, but it's the same as any trade or any like trained trade. It's not that easy, alright, people? It's hard fucking work. And the art that these people give you top notch. Eh? Fuck Marvel and DC. Fuck all that. These are proper. These are like top fucking notch, mate. And you can take that from Johnny's mouth. That's a quote. Comicsgate is top fucking notch. And some of the shows, people, the shows that they're associated with, the Jack Show. There's a show called the Jack Show and Comicsgate Kings. Personally, the Jack Show, one of my favourites, because they get a few other people in on that as well. You got that Star Wars girl, Anna. She's one of the founders of the Jack Show. She's the quiet one. She don't really talk much. She's all right, Anna. She's all right. People take the piss out of her a lot. Because I don't know, but yeah, she takes it well most of the time. If not, she'll just pretend she's asleep. Yeah, you got her. There's even a British kiddie from Leamington Spa. Captain Choker, yeah, he calls himself, and he's a funny lad. He's from Leamington Spa, which is for you Americans, most British people know, Leamington Spa, that's like the equivalent of living in Beverly Hills, compared to where I live, Brixton, which is more like Beirut, or I don't know, the Bronx. Yeah, but he's a lovely lad, Choker. Bit vulgar, but then Uncle Johnny is as well. We're one of a kind. I always got told that. Oh, you ain't got no filter. You ain't got no filter, but that's the best people, ain't it? Best people are the honest ones. Choker, if you see this, mate, I'd love to have a little chat with you, mate. You seems like an interesting fella. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to wish you all, this is kind of a little Merry Christmas video as well for my fans and the supporters of our band, Jonny and the Gropey Postman. We are going on tour just after January, which is actually February, and it's going to be in Europe. We've done very well on our Lithuanian tour. I'm also working on a few comics at the moment, and they're on the very early stages, because I'm not personally an amazing comic book artist. I'm a very, very amateur, and that's why I like to watch people like Ethan Van Sciver, Cecil Jones, John Malin, Shane Davies, Del Keown. Look him up, amazing guy, Del Keown. If you're into comic books, you probably already know these people if you're a proper fan. But if you're not, look them up anyway, because you never know. Some people get into comic books at a later age. I mean, they can admire the art. And Ethan, as well, Van Sciver, the Don, he's also an amazing singer. He's got the voice of an angel. When he sings, the heavens open up and the angels start crying. It's like that. I mean, his Christmas songs. Look him up. He's done one recently. Last night he was singing with Shane Davies. He ruined it a bit, Shane, because he puts a weird little voice on. But yeah, amazing lot of people. And thank you, people. Thank you for helping me throughout the year, supporting us. Me, Bjorn. We're still looking for Jack the fish. Billy Drillbit says hello. But yeah, with a lot of projects going on this following year, 2024. We got a movie in the making, folks. And I done a documentary a few months back. It's actually pinned to my Twitter, I think, and it's on my YouTube channel. It's called Behind the Mask. It's a BBC documentary. They came here to my studio and interviewed me personally, and it was a great honour. It's a great honour. I had a lot of feedback from that. So, Comicsgate, people, The Jack Show, Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, King of Black Entertainment, that Star Wars girl, look her up. She's not a comic book artist, but she does do art. She paints pictures of eyes and things like that and odd things. Also a bit of a cosplayer. Yeah, you got Cecil Jones, the bug-eyed man. He wears like a mask. And yeah, he's amazing. Amazing is Cecil. I shares a few things with him on Twitter as well. Brilliant bloke. So yeah, people, thank ya. And look them up, alright? Love you, Comicsgate. Love ya. And thank you, anyone that's followed me. And I am proud to associate myself with the Comicsgate community. Comicsgate UK, let's make it a thing, eh? I think we need that here, because in Britain, it is fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible. It's fucking woke as fuck. We need some movements like that here. Just go against the grain, innit, folks, you know? Merry Christmas, and I love you all, and I'll leave you with a song by the Don himself, Ethan Van Sciver, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a round of applause?
When you are asleep, that's when I creep and I lick all the butter in your fridge. When you are not awake, I unwrap your Lando Lake and I lick all the butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge, the butter in your fridge. So have some parquet, it contains my DNA from when I licked all the butter in your fridge. So have a pad of blue bonnet, I practically spat upon it when I licked all the butter